All right, guys, so we have been getting a lot of questions on how to actually set up the Ninja Alchemist strat. Now, the worst part about the Ninja Alchemist strat is that, unfortunately, you probably will lose a couple of lives from the start, but it's not going to be a big deal because as soon as we get our Ninja Monkey upgraded to double shot, then we'll be good to go. So we'll go ahead and leak a couple of lives here. Again, it's not going to be the end of the world because we just want to get our double shot going as soon as possible. So now that we have our double shot, the next thing we want to go ahead and grab is we want to go ahead and grab our Seeking Shurikens. So as you guys can see, I am ecoing non-stop here, and I want to keep on getting my eco higher and higher. So the higher eco we can get, the better our strategy will actually work. All right, guys, so here we are on round 3. We're going to go ahead and grab our Oben now that we have our Ninja Monkey upgraded to a double shot and Seeking Shurikens. And then the next thing I want to do is I actually want to grab my Alchemist. So we're going to leak a couple of lives again, not the end of the world, because we just want to get the strategy going as soon as possible. So let's go ahead and grab our Alchemist, replace our Alchemist probably right here. That way he's only buffing our Ninja. And then round 4, we might want to start thinking about swapping over to Pink Bloons. That way we can go ahead and grab our larger potions, Acidic Mixture Dip, and then we also want to grab our Berserker Brew as well. So it looks like our opponent is going to go ahead and send us a couple of green balloons here. We should be able to afford our Berserker Brew here in just a second. Let's go ahead and drop our Oben Brambles just to hopefully make sure that we don't lose too many lives here. But again, if we do lose a couple, it's not the end of the world. All right, and there is our Berserker Brew. Perfect. So now that we have our Berserker Brew, next thing I want to do is I probably want to upgrade to Stronger Acid. That way the effect lasts a little bit longer on our Ninja Monkey. All right, so the next thing that I'm looking forward to is round 6. Once we get up to round 6, the next thing that I want to do is I actually want to swap over to sending black balloons. So now that we have a decent amount of black balloons, the next thing that I want to do is I want to buy my balloon jutsu as soon as I can afford to do so. And it shouldn't take us too long to actually be able to afford it. All right, so here we are on round 7. We have a decent amount of eco, and we can actually afford to buy our balloon jutsu here in just a second. Our towers are doing pretty decent, but again, we are leaking a couple of lives. But now that we have our balloon jutsu, we are setting much better. That was a little bit close there, but at the end of the day, it still worked out quite well. So next thing that I want to do is I want to go ahead and get one more collect, and then we'll swap over to sending yellow balloons just to get our eco up there just a little bit faster. Now, one thing about my opponent is that my opponent is just using a Monkey Buccaneer. And if you guys notice, he doesn't have any camo detection on this thing yet. So he needs to have some sort of camo detection. All right, so it looks like he's going to be using his Mortar Monkey for his camo detection. A little bit of a risky play, but I think it actually should play out quite well for him. All right, so I would like to get up to around 1,000 eco before round 10, but it might be a little bit close. So let's just go ahead and swap over to sending grouped green balloons. Now we're going to go ahead and save up to buy our Stronger Stimulant. Now, I want to get my Stronger Stimulant up because if my opponent wants to send me like a Rainbow Regen Rush or something like that, it actually shouldn't be too hard for our Balloon Jutsu Ninja Monkey to actually defend. The only problem with these Stronger Stimulants, it is a little bit on the pricey side at $2,500. So probably 2 more collects and we should be able to afford it. Now, one thing that our opponent is probably going to try to hook us up with is a bunch of lead balloons. Now, lead balloons can get a little bit sketchy here because if he sends like a massive rush of like camo lead balloons, then we probably might have a little bit of a difficult time popping them. So we'll go ahead and go back to full sending yellow balloons here. I'm going to go ahead and buy perishing potions, and I'm also just going to grab myself a second out just in case my opponent wants to get a little bit froggy here and send me like a bunch of grouped camo balloons, because that could get a little bit on the sketchy side. All right, so now the next thing that we're doing is we're just going to eco up to the point where we have like around 2,000, we'll say around like 2,000, 2,500 eco. I don't know exactly how strong the Mortar Monkey is in BT Battles 2 because again, I haven't had too many people actually use it against me. So I'm going to go ahead and say that it could be kind of strong. So right now we're like fluctuating between the point where we're getting like 2,000 eco every round. So now I think I should be able to full send pink balloons up until the point where we're over 2,000 eco. Now, one thing that we really need to pay attention to is if our opponent is going to send us a Moab balloon on round 17. Now, because we have our Oben, we have our Balloon Jutsu Ninja Monkey paired with our Alchemist, our Ninja Monkey can actually deal with a Moab balloon quite easy. All right, so next thing that we want to do is we probably want to start going for a couple of other towers. I think what I mainly want to go for here is probably grab myself like sticky bombs first. And then once we get our sticky bombs up, then I probably want to grab myself a bunch of shinobis. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and remove this statue really quick. And that way I can go ahead and place down a bunch of ninjas right here in the center of the map. And then I kind of want to pay attention to what my opponent is doing. I don't know how well he can eco here. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, his strat seems pretty basic. So what I'll probably do, all right, he's gonna stop sending me eco here, so that leads me to believe that he's either gonna be saving up for a ZOMG or he's gonna send me a BFB here. So if he sends me a BFB, the first thing that I need to do is I need to grab myself a middle pathway ninja, and I need to make it so I buy the tier 4, that way I can go ahead and slow down those Moab lands. But so far so good. We're almost at 3k eco by round 20, so we're actually doing extremely well. All right, so let's go ahead and buy our sticky bombs. We have more than enough eco to go ahead and buy it. And then we'll buy ourselves Ninja Discipline. We'll buy ourselves Sharp Shurikens. I think I may have like kind of like discouraged or rushed there because I did go for the sticky bombs there. Next thing that we want to do, I'm gonna go ahead and turn this one into a sticky bombs as well. And then I'm going to buy myself a couple more ninjas, and I'm going to place them as close to each other as I can possibly get them. That way we can go ahead and get that 10 times shinobi buff. And then I'm just going to pre-place a bunch of ninjas here. That way I can upgrade them, and I don't need to worry about like getting the perfect placement like mid-round. All right, so we'll go ahead and place you here. We'll place you here. We'll place you here. And then we should be pretty decent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start upgrading a couple of these up to shinobis. That way we have our main defense rolling. We don't need to worry about upgrading to a balloon Sabo just yet. But at some point we will need to upgrade to Sabo. That way just in case he wants to send us like a massive rush, we can go ahead and defend it. All right, so counter espionage shinobi, dude, it's so nice having 4k eco by round 24 because we can pretty much buy whatever we want to buy, guys. Like we pretty much have all the money in the world right now. Oh man, I love the Alchemist ninja strat so much because like you have a solid defense, and then on top of that you also have the ability to get so much eco in such a short amount of time. All right, so next thing up is we're gonna go ahead and probably buy ourselves another sticky bombs, and then we need to be wary of round 26. Now, I know I can deal with round 26, but I don't know if my opponent can. Now, if he goes for like a boat pole, then that would be a little bit sketchy for us to deal with. I don't know what he has planned with these merchantmen. Like, is he going to like sell all of his merchantmen and send me like a massive rush on round 26? I am going to stop my eco really quick because the fact that he has all this money and he could sell to pretty much buy whatever he wants has me a little worried. Not super worried, but a little worried. All right, next thing that I want to do is I want to go and grab this. We'll grab ourselves one more shinobi, and then I'm going to upgrade this up to master bomber. We should be able to afford it before round 26. If we need to, we could always buy a Sabo and then slowly DDT balloons down, then we could buy Master Bomber. But it looks like he's not going to send me a rush. He is going to buy a Balloon Sin at the very top. That's actually an upgrade that I haven't seen in BTD Battles 2 yet. So I'm actually kind of interested if it's good or not. All right, so now that we have a solid defense, we have our Master Bomber. Next thing that we want to do is let's just go ahead and get a bunch more eco. All right, so I think I'll go ahead and get up to 5k eco, and then I'll go ahead and send him like a rush, probably like a bad rush on round 30, because I don't know how well his towers would do it up against an actual bad rush. I also want to grab myself like a Icicle Impale. So actually, I think I'll go to like 5,500 eco, then I'll stop. Now, I know he has a solid... Oh, he's going for Carrier Flagship. I don't think I can bust past Carrier Flagship. Because from my understanding, I think Carrier Flagship is super, super strong against bad balloons. This actually may make or break my strat here. Let's see. Maybe we go for a super brittle, and we also go for... I think we go for a super brittle, and we go for balloon jitsu. just to make sure that we have our bases covered. All right, and then he sold one of his merchantmen probably to upgrade to the Pirate Lord. It looks like he has middle pathway, so definitely going for Pirate Lord. All right. Oof. All right, so we're not gonna rush him on round 30. We're actually gonna grab our Grandmaster Ninja and we'll buy a couple more of these boys around. How is my acidic mixture buff stacked 64 times? Is this a bug? Wait, what? Are you kidding me right now? Like look at that. How do I have a 65 times stacked acidic mixture dip? I think we may have just discovered a bug in the game, boys. Oh my goodness, dude. A perfectly balanced game with nothing wrong with it. All right, dudes. I promise. All right, so let's go and grab ourselves a couple of these. We should also probably grab ourselves a couple of sabos as well. Well, at least probably like 3 or 4 of them. All right, so what's this at? This is at a 5 times boost. Not amazing. Could be better, but at the same time, like, I'm really not too worried about it because our Master Bomber should do a majority of the damage. Now, it looks like he has Bloons. He has the Pirate Lord, and he also has Carry Flagship. He has all of the tier 5 glue gunners. Dude, does this guy have mastery for all of this stuff? So I am a little worried about his Bloons because I don't know how much damage it's going to do against a bad balloon. So what I'll probably end up doing here is I'll probably end up sending a couple of space bad balloons on like round 34, because round 34 is when the bad balloons get a little bit harder to pop. And he thought about doing the same exact thing. He thought about doing the same exact thing. Oof. All right, so let's go and boost this. Man, I was not expecting him to hit me with the same exact thing. So what I'm gonna do, I'm probably gonna sell my Super Brittle and sell my Master Bomber. And I actually think that we should be able to bust through. Yep, GG's. But there we have it, guys. If you enjoyed this video, click right here to see how Bloons did against the Ninja Alchemist strat. You'll definitely get a couple of laughs. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one.